Alright, good morning, pumpers. So, alright, good morning, pumpers. My camera died when I was doing the other video, but quick little update. So, I think it was yesterday's vlog, if you guys were watching it, or the day before that, I told you guys that I would end up having to come back to those 2 jobs that I got kicked, that I wasn't able to do because they wanted us by a certain time. So I came to those jobs today, and I was gonna be able to do 2 out of the 3 because one of them, they forgot to do the pass down to security to let them know that I was gonna be there for service. The other 2 ended up doing that, so I was on schedule to do both of those. When I checked in, and I was on my way to the mall to go ahead and park in the loading dock and then do what I do. Construction was going on, and construction has both entrance closed, locked down, couldn't get in. So once again, couldn't do the jobs, which more than likely means that I'm gonna be back over here. And after speaking with security, I guess everybody knew that there was construction going on today. So it would have been nice if they would have been like, hey, I don't think today's gonna work because they're gonna have it closed down, so that way I can continue on with what my normal day would have been, which is other jobs. Instead of waking up at 12, getting everything ready. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my morning started off pretty damn shit. Woke up, snoozed my alarm, ended up getting to the shop around 12:45, something like that, 12:35, and I was supposed to be at my first job at 1, but after I pulled up the address and everything, I was gonna get there like around 1:20, so I was gonna be about 20 minutes late. So I was like, alright, it's cool, I'll be able to still do them. Those 2 shouldn't take me that long. It was the other one that I was worried about, but we weren't even sure we were gonna be able to do it. Ends up we couldn't anyway. So once I started driving and everything, making my way down to Bellevue, they shut down 167. So then it rerouted me to go through Kent, which then pushed me back. Instead of getting here at 1:20 something or 1:30 something, I was gonna get here at 2. And I was like, okay, well that kind of sucks, but we'll still be able to get it done. And then we get here, we can't even do the damn job because of construction. So now I'm gonna start my actual normal day. So now it's, well actually, it's 2:30 right now, and my first job wasn't supposed to be until 4, which means I'm gonna get there early. But I do have keys for this job, and I have keys for another job, I believe. If not a key, it's a code. So at least I can stay active for the next 2 hours or so, doing those jobs that I have codes to or keys for. But still, man, this fucking place has been giving us problems since last freaking week. I've attempted these jobs multiple freaking times, and every single time is something freaking different. So more than likely I'm gonna end up over here on one of the crazy ass days where I'm not even anywhere near this place, but I'm gonna have to make my way over here and figure something out, or Matt's gonna have to work some magic to make it work so that way we can come over here, which kind of sucks because Matt usually keeps us about a day or 2 ahead. If not, he'll try to schedule a whole week. In some cases, he'll have kind of a month planned. But obviously, as things day, I mean, as far as you guys have seen, or as long as you guys know, shit changes in the daily. So, and then stuff like this really f***s him over, because now he's got to move things around to fit this guy's back in the schedule, and then it f***s us up because we gotta go out of our way to come down to this city to try to get them. So, but yeah, man, fourth freaking time attempting to do these jobs, and it's just irritating. It's frustrating, like I've said before. But that's my fucking morning. Wake up, snooze my alarm. I ain't got the keys to the job, so I gotta go get the keys from the office. Hey, real quick, I just finished this job right here. This location had 2 traps. We went ahead and cleaned both of them, but I wanted to show and share a little story with you guys today, because I thought it was really cute and it means a lot. But I'm pretty sure I've told you guys I'm a father of 4. I got a 13, a 12, a 9, and then a 4-year-old daughter. And my youngest daughter last night, or yesterday, she took a pretty long nap. Normally she doesn't, but she must have been tired, so she took a pretty long nap. And then she woke up with a lot of energy. Just a lot of energy. So I was knocked out by then. It was like 9-10 o'clock when I knocked out. And then my alarm goes off at 12, and I snoozed it, and I went back to sleep or whatever. And then I woke up, and as I'm getting ready to go to work, so I'm putting on my Crocs, brushing my teeth, doing whatever I gotta do, my daughter comes out of her room and she was like, "Appa, I made you your lunch. Your lunch is in your bag. Let me show you what the bag." So she got me this bag right here. See, I can show you guys. So she put all my lunch in this bag, and she said, "Your work phone is in the bag," so which I grabbed. And then she's like, "You have your bag of chips," and then she gave me these. And then she said, "I have 2 yogurts," so she gave me 2 of these. And then she told me, and then she gave me this little basket with apples in there. And she told me that I needed to eat my apples because vegetables and fruits are good for you. So I thought it was really cute, you know. And I know she's probably giving my wife a hard time right now. She's probably up, and my wife's got to get up to go to work as well. But yeah, man, I wanted to share that story, as I thought it was cute. It means a lot, you know. And for any kids that are watching this with their dad or with their parents, you know, little things like this, they go a long way for a parent, especially for a father, you know. I don't really need a lot. I don't ask for a lot. And this little kind of things right here just make it all worth it, man. Waking up early in the mornings, or staying late, or working the 16-17 hour days, working the weekends, whatever the case may be, dealing with all the shit that we deal with on a daily basis with this job. The small things like that make it all worth it, man. And I thought I would share that with you guys, because I love my kids to death. This is the reason why I do all of this, the reason why I pull up with all of this damn stuff. The cussing, the yelling, the waking up early, the staying up late, the getting no sleep, for things like this. So I know you're watching it, baby. I love you. Thank you so much for the lunch. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it was cute and it meant a lot. So yeah, we're gonna leave this job real quick. We're gonna head over to the next job. If I can show you guys the construction that is going around right now, I will. But if I can, then oh well. But it's crazy. It's a lot of freaking construction. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over there. It's a 5-minute drive from here. So yeah. So the construction kind of starts right here, and you can already kind of tell that they're blocking the road. So, and I think my job is actually right there on the corner of that. So I don't know. We're gonna try and get our way in there. I'm gonna see if I can ask this cop right here. So you can see there's a lot of construction construction going on right here. And it's pretty much shutting down a lot of the roads. And like I said, I believe one of my appointments is right past this road, and then I believe I have appointments going down to the left side right here on 4th Ave, which is all shut down. It's only one lane. So we're gonna ask this guy how long the construction is going for and see how it goes. Hey, how you doing, boss? I just gotta go down this street right here, but I do have a couple questions because I am servicing a couple locations right up and down this lane. One of them is being Evergreen. I believe it's right here on 4th Ave. And I see that you guys are doing construction there. Is that gonna be open for me to go in, or?
I think so, I'm not sure. But it's gonna be a minute for you to go across here.
Oh, okay. Is it okay if I just take a left right here then?
Take a look.
All right. So there you go. So I can't go straight. So I'm hoping that there's no construction going on the other street, because then I don't know how I'm gonna get there. But yeah, there's a lot of construction going on right now. As you guys can see right here, it's literally like all downtown Bellevue. All downtown Bellevue is under construction right now. So I don't know how long they're gonna be doing this for. So, all right, well, I just tried to do that job, and once again, it looks like we're gonna need an updated code to do this job. The code that we have for it right now does not work anymore. That's what happens when this particular job is on like a every 3 months, 3 or 6 months. I can check real quick. Yeah, it's every 3 to 4 months, and in 3 to 4 months, anything can happen. You know, employees get let go, management gets switched up, or just anything kind of under like those lines where they have to change their code. And it seems like this is probably one of those situations where that's what they have to do. So I went ahead and recorded a video of me trying to put the code in, so that way it shows that I attempted, but it wasn't working. And we're just gonna move on to the next one. All right, so I'm here at this job right now, and I wanted to show you guys, see if I can set you guys somewhere so you guys can see. Well, the cool thing about this truck though is that I can drop the bags, because like I tell you guys, I'm short. So the way that I have it set up is I have my 3-inch right here that goes on that 3rd hook up there, and then I have my 2-inch that go on these 2 hooks. And the reason why I have it that way is because I didn't want the 3-inch sitting on my 2-inch, so then I didn't have to keep moving the 3-inch out of the way to get my 2-inch. And then if I needed my 2-inch, I didn't have to move my 2-inch to get out of my 3-inch out of the way. So that's the way that I have it set up. I'm really liking it. I didn't really think about it when the boss asked me how I wanted it. So in my head, it looked pretty cool. I mean, it works pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't think about it when I was like, well, I'm pretty short. So I rely a lot on those bags. I gotta lower those bags for me to be able to actually unwind it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, just wanted to show you guys, since not a lot of action going on right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys down somewhere. And oh, I can't. Man, I really can't set you guys anywhere with this dang truck. So it's looking like I'm gonna need to get a different setup. Maybe right here. Nope. Alright, well, I can't set you guys down so you guys can watch me go in and out and do all my crazy things that I do. So I'm gonna see if I can get like a little point of view, like GoPro head thing, so I can just have you guys on that whenever I guys want to show you guys, or whenever I'm driving, you guys see the point of view driving and stuff like that. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, especially with this truck not having a lot of options for me to set you guys down and watch you guys, and allow you guys to watch me work and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set you guys down inside the truck, and I'm gonna knock this job out and move on to the next, and then we're just gonna try to keep it going. So cut you guys after I'm done with this. So I went to go do a couple jobs over across the bridge, and due to a lot of jobs not being able to get done, I was able to gain a lot of gap. So I decided to come back over this side, on this side of the bridge, to see if I'm able to do that one job that I was told that I probably won't be able to do. And good thing I did, because it looks like they're starting to pack up. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just went all the way around and I entered through the back, so that way I didn't have to deal with these guys, and I was able to do it. So one less job that I'll have to cancel, which is good. But now we're done with this side of Bellevue. We're just gonna go ahead and focus on the other side now, and as of right now we're pretty ahead. So I got 2 more jobs, I believe, that I can use a code to as long as they work. So I'll be able to do 2 more jobs before I either have to wait or start bugging customers and see if somebody is close enough to come open the doors or stuff like that. Don't really like to do it, especially with the fact that it's only 4:30 in the morning right now. It'd kind of be messed up if I do that, but we'll deal with those stuff as it comes. But as for right now, I was able to do this job, and now we're just gonna head over to the other side and we'll see what happens on the other side. So all right, so it's been a minute since I updated you guys, but I was just kind of jumping back and forth on these 2 jobs that I was there early, but the appointments were like at 7 and 8, but everything else is like 8 to 9, 9 to 10 and stuff like that. So I was jumping back and forth from those 2 jobs until somebody would show up. It's kind of like what I normally do. And then I finished those 2 jobs, so now I'm over here at this job. I just called the customer. He gave me the okay, the go ahead and do it. So I'm waiting for somebody to come open up this gate. It's technically a garage job, but they also do have a port that we can hook up to and suck it up that way. We typically don't like to just suck it up from the port. We always like to get in there maybe every other service and actually clean out the grease trap. But last time I know I was the one that did it with the truck 26 with my old truck, so I know that it got cleaned out. So this time, since I have Joker, I can't fit in there. So we're gonna hook up to the port and suck it out that way until it sucks up everything that I can, and then I'll kind of show you guys how that works, how we suck up from the port. So just give me a minute. Once he shows up and he opens up the gate, then I'll pick up the camera again and I'll kind of show you guys. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I kind of messed up. I have a 3 to 2 right here, which is typically what I use when I suck up, but I thought this was a female. So being that I thought it was a female, I brought my male 3-inch to 2-inch, but I need a 3 female to a 2, which I don't have. So what I'm gonna have to do is go 3-inch. So hook up my 3-inch over there and then hook up my 3 to 3 on this side. and then I'll show you guys what I mean by that right now. So let me just go ahead and hook up, and then I'll show you guys. Went ahead and disconnected my 3-2 that I usually use to suck an inlet for my 2-inch, and I went ahead and connected my 3-inch, and then I use my 3-3 female, and that's how we're gonna have to do it. So now, and then knowing that we're pumping from a port, there's no way for us to tell the fog report, so we don't know how many inches on top, how many inches at the bottom and stuff like that. So we're just gonna have to put in the notes that we pump through port. Also, that lets the new tech or the next tech that comes in, which will probably be Jace with La Yeti, that they're gonna have to go inside and actually clean the grease trap. Yeah, so now I just do my normal, put it on suck, and start sucking. So that's how we do that. It's a little leverage right here. Now we gotta open. So I'm gonna put you guys down for a little bit, because I don't think I can. Alright, so there we are. We open up that little lever right there. That opens up the trap. And then we just wait until you'll start noticing that you'll start kind of kicking and pushing. And that's how we'll know that it's done sucking. You can also kind of feel it by putting your feet over it, and you can feel the movement. So I just put my feet over it, and I can feel that it's sucking. So yeah, so that's how we do it off a port. But like I said, we don't really always like to do it by the port, but it is what it is today. We'll do it through the port. Next time we'll make sure that we actually go in there and clean out the grease trap itself. So I'm just gonna wait till this is done sucking, and then put everything away and head on to our next job. All right, so we're all done with that port. The port took a little longer just because of how far it needs to travel. So the grease trap is deep inside right there before you drop into P1, and then it goes up, and then basically it kind of travels all the way down the garage and then down into where I was connected at. So it takes a little longer. Obviously it's got to create that suction or whatever the case is. It does its job, but normally I do this in about like 20 minutes in and out when I have the garage truck, because I'm literally like 5 feet away from the garage, from the grease trap. So, but at the end of the day, job got done. We pumped it out, finalized the job. So now we're gonna head over to our next appointment, which the next 3, I believe I have 3 left or 4 left. The last 4 appointments are on point when it comes to their appointment time. So we're about 2 hours ahead of schedule right now, so we're gonna have to figure out what we can do for 2 hours. I'm hoping that I can call the customers, and I'm hoping that they're like, hey, I came in early, or I'm hoping for something like that. But as of right now, we finished this. Now we're just gonna head out to our next job. So I'll catch you guys over there. I'll update you guys on what I'm doing or what I did based on the situation that I'm in. So I'll catch you guys later. After about an hour and a half of just jumping from job to job, we were able to do one of them. We are heading, well, I was basically going back and forth from one job to the other. They were both supposed to be between 7 and 8, but neither of them were there at that time, so I just kind of kept on going back and forth until I was able to do this one. So now I'm going back to the other job and see if somebody is there. If not, I'll move on to the other one and probably do the same, jumping back and forth from those two. But I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm hoping that somebody's there so I can just go ahead and knock that out and then go to the next one, because I know the next one somebody shows up right about 9 o'clock. So worst case scenario, if nobody's on this one, I'll just head over there and wait over there since it's 8:40, and then I'll come back to this one, and then finally just probably wait there until somebody shows up, because I'm gonna be leaving this area of Bellevue and going to another part, so I don't want to go and drive that far. So yeah, so that's just a quick update about my hour and a half that I wasn't really recording or anything. It was just basically me going back and forth on these two jobs. So let me go and check this job out and see what's up. But it's turning out to be one of those days. So all right, it's been a minute since I started recording. Same thing as pretty much the whole day, just going back and forth. And then as soon as I was able to get the job done, I would just go ahead and do it just because of the time. But we're back at the shop, so you guys can see. And basically what I'm doing right now is I am installing the new headlights, because I can't see shit at night. But check that out. So basically what I'm doing is I gotta take the whole housing out, because we gotta stretch that hole out. Because with the new LED lights that I got, the wire harness is too bulky. So whenever I was trying to put the light back on there, it wasn't fitting like nice and flush in there. So making the hole a little bit bigger so I can feed the wires through right here. So right here we got to feed these wires through the hole. So taking the whole housing out, opening the hole, putting the wires through, connecting the wires, and then from there work backwards, put everything back on, try them on, hopefully they work. I was gonna do the whole turn signal and daylight running lights, or the little strip at the bottom is on while I'm driving, but I don't really feel like cutting and splicing wires on a brand new truck. So, and my blinkers work perfectly fine, so we're just gonna leave that aside. So I taped it up, I closed it, so obviously nothing else happens while I'm driving it. But later on, if I do feel like doing that, if I do feel like running the little daylight running light or whatever it's called, then I'll just go ahead and find a wire or something like that that I can slice into and do it that way. But for right now, I just need some bright lights that I can actually see at night with, because the ones that come with it, well, first of all, when they took this truck apart to paint it and they put the lights back on, the lights were upside down. Lights are facing the opposite way, so I could really not see anything. So, and I really like the whole black and purple theme going on. So Big Balls got the lights and everything. He didn't like the way it looked, so he went ahead and ordered these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish that off. Probably more than likely dump my truck, because I am gonna need about every gallon that this truck can take tomorrow. So we gotta have an empty tank. So headlights, dump it, clean it. That's like the inside, not the outside. Just clean the inside. Truck is too nice to have it all dirty. And then after that, man, it's just pretty much all done and set for today, because gotta be back here at 12 again. Those emergency jobs that we had last week, where I called, I left voicemails and stuff like that, got rescheduled for tomorrow. So being that they got rescheduled for tomorrow, I gotta head over to Seattle and do those 3 jobs, hoping and crossing my fingers that I can actually do it, because I'm gonna be real freaking pissed if I have to wake up at 12 again just to not be able to do it. But Matt says that we should be able to now, that everything is clear, that somebody will be there to escort me and whatever, da-da-da-da. We've heard that the last 4 times, so I'm hoping that this time is the right one, so that way I can knock those out. And then I gotta go all the way to Snoqualmie, from Seattle to Snoqualmie, to do a couple jobs over there. So time crunch tomorrow is pretty damn tight, so we're gonna have to go and see how we figure things out. More than likely, because of these 3 emergency jobs, some of the jobs in Snoqualmie are gonna have to get rescheduled and pushed back, just because I know how long those Amazon job takes. Not only just that, but how long it takes to actually being able to get in the building. they have to do a whole bunch of stuff just a bunch of stuff. If I can show you tomorrow, I will show you guys. More than likely I won't be able to, but it's a long ass process to be able just to get in and service the grease trap. And on top of that, they've been overdue by 2 or 3 months now, 2 months maybe, and those get really, really bad. So I'm looking at about an hour each job, and then probably an hour at each location to be able to just get in the building. So we're just gonna have to see and see how things go tomorrow before I even get to Snoqualmie. So yeah, but I'll show you guys how it looks after I'm done installing it and all of that. And then after that, it will be the end of my day. So just give me a couple minutes. I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you guys. So the headlights are installed. The headlights are working. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks now. Sheesh, got blacked out and purple. Oh shit, there's none of the wires sticking out. But there you go. All installed. They're all working. This right here, I'm probably gonna slice the wire to this one, so whenever I have these on, this will come on. But for right now, I don't want to cut no wires until I get the okay from the big boss. But with that being said, and with that being done, you guys, I am done for today. So shitty day somewhat. I was still able to do, I didn't get to do the first 3 in the morning for that construction situation, but I was able to go back and do that other one. I just waited for them to kind of move around, move out of the way, and I just kind of snuck in there and knocked it out. So with that being said, did that, got that done. We got to be back here again at 12:30 in the morning. So just gonna go ahead and park Joker, change, clock out, do whatever I gotta do. Actually, I still gotta clean it out, but that's about it for today, you guys. So with that being said, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to see more of what I do on a daily basis, and comment what you guys want to see. You guys want to see more of what I do already? You guys want to see more point of view, or whatever it is, go ahead and comment. Or if you guys want to criticize what I do, or whatever the case is, any kind of comment, go ahead and comment down below. But do me a favor and subscribe and like the video. I'll appreciate that. But with that being said, I'm out. Peace.